Welcome back again to Vijnanavidhi program. Hope you all are fine. Have a pleasant day. Today we are just handling with the next portion of the best investment of A.J. Cronin. Regarding that, I have put some quotes. That's of Thomas Alva Edison. He says that opportunity is missed by people because it is dressed in overall and it looks like work. So, we just skip off from there. So, we think that it is not our chance, so we skip off. Another one quote of Thomas Alva Edison is that he says, many of life's failure are people who did not realize how close they are to success and so they give up. So, it is our mentality leads us to all the ways. We are very familiar with Thomas Alva Edison. We could imagine that in his right in his childhood, even his teacher said he is a fool, but wondrous things are happening. So, from his experience, these quotes came. So, okay children, we are back again to the lesson which is related with values. Here you could see something, a poster which shows that all the youth are being rehabilitated. So, they have been addicted to drugs and they have been rehabilitation is being happening in them. It is because of somebody's help. So, one such topic we are going to see in this session 2, the best investment. Here A.J. Cronin is sharing something with us which he has realized in his life. So, I just welcome you all to have a look on the small clip which is related with drugs. Transformation happened. What a great, tremendous transformation has happened. What he had experienced, he is just protecting the youth. He could experience that it was in his youth time he had been addicted to drugs. So, now he just want to uplift all the youth from such a dreadful situation. So, in the beginning, as we saw in the last class, the author was not at all interested in listening to this fellow, but now the author says that some sort of interest has been developed in him to watch this fellow. So, it is because he began to know about this Mr. John. Great work they are doing. See, they have visited America not for their sake, not for enjoyment, but to uplift the youth. So, when A.J. Cronin heard this, he was much interested in the couple to know more about their work. So, he came to know that they were nearly past 15 years they were working in this field and they could uplift all the youth, especially from slum areas. And next, as he spoke with real feeling, so when the author heard that this fellow was speaking sincerely, all those words, each and every word was coming from his heart, from the bottom of his heart. So, he felt it. So, actually he wanted to know more about them. So, he got a vivid picture of the work these two people were doing. I learned how they took derelict adolescents from the juvenile courts. You know what is a juvenile court? Juvenile court is doing crime by very little children, by the small age itself they started doing all sorts of crime work. So, such children they are just taking to their home and just taking care of them, just protecting them in a healthy situation, both mind and body. So, that is what said, and placing them in a healthy environment, heal them in mind and body and send them back into the world. We know that such juvenile children nobody will accept. So, these people they are just training them, just modifying them, molding them into a best personality which can be sent back to the world. So, they can live a better life, a model life for others. So, they are giving training in an useful handicraft, just not molding them simply, just they are making them self sufficient, that is they teach them something which they can withstand with their own leg, which made them fit to take their places as worthy members of the community. That is the main thing. Actually, they were not worthy to the community, but after transforming, after molding, they have become the worthy members of the community. So, they are doing some redemption work. It was the work of redemption that stirred the heart, and I asked what had directed his life to this channel. So, he was deeply moved, the author was deeply moved. So, the question came from him as, how could you turn to this channel, how could you turn to this way to make the youth uplift? So, actually when Mr. John heard this, he was just astonished. He said, the question had a strange effect on Mr. John, and upon him he took a sharp breath and exclaimed, you still do not remember me? I shook my head. To the best of my belief, I had never in my life seen him before. So, as soon as Arthur asked his question, he was just moved aback. He said, still Arthur, still Cronin, you doesn't understand me. This author said, no, I have not at all seen you. So, again he got worried. This John said, so he wanted to prove that the incidents which made him come to this situation. So, what he did is, I have wanted to get in touch with you for many years. So, this fellow Mr. John was trying to have contact with Mr. A.J. Cronin, but he could not. He went on under an increasing stress, but I was never able to bring myself to you. He is saying that I was never able to contact you. Then bending near, he spoke a few words closely in his ear. He said something secret in his ear. Suddenly A.J. Cronin was aware of that past. All those things came like a film in front of him. He said, my thoughts sped aback a quarter of a century, and with a start I remember the soul's occasion when I had seen this man before. He says that as soon as he said something in his ears, this A.J. Cronin, suddenly he was just remembering all those things happened in the past. So, he was remembering the past events now. Now, a flashback is coming here. I was a young doctor, that is A.J. Cronin was a doctor at the time and had just set up a practice in the working class district of London, just came into the work, just new doctor, fresh doctor. On a foggy November night, the incident he is explaining here now, what happened on that day, he is explaining how he came to that situation, all those things A.J. Cronin is explaining. So, on a November night, foggy November night, towards 1 o'clock, so midnight, early morning, not midnight, it is early morning, I was awakened by a loud banging on the door. Somebody was knocking at the door very strong. So, at midnight if somebody is knocking, we ourselves will get frightened. So, suddenly he threw all the cloths, he put on his clothes, suddenly he came down to see who has come over there. It was a sergeant of police in dripping helmet and cape, mistily outlined on the doorstep. That is, he was wearing some cape is nothing but I have shown here. You could see the picture of cape in this screen. This is a cape, down that person and the beside he is standing, that is what cape, that is an overcoat, that is what cape. And he is saying that he was just dripping, he was very much tensed, the sergeant of police was so much tensed, and he says a suicide case. The author was saying that it is nothing but a suicide case. The sergeant of police came over there to inform that, to take him to attend some suicide case. So, he told me abruptly, so the place he said it is in the lodgings, that is he should come immediately at once. So, he said without saying no, he just went along with the sergeant of police, and he both were walking silently with some thoughts in their mind running. So, we walked a short distance in silence, so that the footsteps even they could hear So, such a silence was in between them. So, they could hear the footsteps. So, that fog also was just rising as they keep a step, the fog was just rising up, turned into the narrow entrance of an old building. So, there is a spot, that is, it was an old building, not so spacious, it was a narrow place. So, they both went there. So, as soon as they reached the place itself, the author could smell some illuminating gas smell, some odor which irritates us. So, as soon as they reached the spot, they were experiencing the sweet odor, he is saying, that is a odor of a gas which burns. On the upper story, it was there happening in the upper story, and a lady was, she was very much tensed waiting for their arrival. A lady was standing there, that is a landlady, owner of the place. She said, the thing, suicide case is there on the top. So, that is in the attic. Attic means a place which is not a proper room, but with some wood they have been just protected, that is the thing. So, they are taken, the doctor there. So, let me stop here. So, the hard words, some I have explained. So, that is the slum area, the picture you could see on the right top is slum area, cape is below, and all those meanings if you go through you will just understand it. Derelict means it in bad condition, and adolescent we know, juvenile I said, heal, handicrafts, redemption, a work of but uplifting of others, that is what redemption. So, all those things. Then I hope you have got something. So, this really when we go through these lines we could understand that the author is doing some redemption work, which when we go through these lines we are moved that we should do like such a thing. So, we are just very much moved to such a situation. So, I could show you some synonyms with some picture examples. So, this is derelict, that is not behaving properly, some sort of some defect is there in their behaviors, that is what derelict. And disarming, see that very innocent smile, that his face says that he is not he does not attack others, he is very innocent. The smile itself shows that that is disarming, never harm anybody. And this is a foggy night, we know that just like smoke it will be filled off. So, it looks very foggy, we cannot see what is ahead of us. So, it is foggy night. And the other thing you could see and understand, it is banging. There it is door, here it is a musical instrument. Anyhow, just banging is just hitting like this, that is the thing. Then I could ask you some questions regarding this. So, I could understand, I could just grasp that whether you have got something from this. So, first one, how did the man try to introduce himself to Dr. A.J. Cronin? We have gone through that, he was just standing there. How did he introduce? Yes, he gave a visiting card, he was just holding some visiting card. So, actually he just stood in before him, he thought that A.J. Cronin might recognize him, but he did not. So, later he gave a visiting card. So, that is the thing he introduced, in such a way he introduced him. So, many times I said, what was the purpose of their visit to America? Not for enjoyment, not a leisure tour, but it is nothing but they were just visiting America for uplifting their work, just to find better ways to uplift the youth. So, that is what they were going there. The purpose of their visit to America was to study the methods employed in dealing with cases of backward, maladjusted and delinquent youth. See, the thing is, no people take a risk to take care of these people, that is maladjusted, we are not able to adjust with them. They are addicted to something, delinquent, some behavior dislocation. Then all these people we just avoid them. Such people these couple are taking care of, not just taking care of, not just giving a place for living, but they are supporting them, making a useful citizen to the future world. So, like what they are transforming them. That's the thing. Then next thing is, what did Dr. Cronin learn more about them after questioning him further? We know that he was just going on questioning them. In the beginning he was not interested in them, but later on he was interested. He started asking questions, he could know more about them. Yes, something is, they were working for 15 years in this field, and both couples were involved in that. And one more thing is, this Mr. John is a solicitor. He is in high position, always a busy man, and also he is a director of the charitable association. That's a wonderful thing. Nobody, we don't take such a risk. Actually, after work we feel like taking rest, but this fellow, he doesn't want to take rest. He wants to work more and more to uplift this youth. It's a great personality he is. And the next one. So, how did they lead these delinquent youths to the normal life? The method they adopted, that is, as we said before, first thing they did is, they were placing this youth in a healthy environment, both mentally and physically. Their mind should be sound, their body should be sound, both should be healthy. So, both situations they are creating. Then what they did is, they trained them with some handicraft. So, only then when they go back to the world, they can stand on their own legs, otherwise they have to depend on somebody else. So, these youth, this couple, they are transforming them to stand on their own legs in such a way that they need not depend on anybody else. So, such a good thing they are doing. So, okay, I think you have just understood something. If still more doubts you have, you can just ask. So, let me go on to the textual questions. I will not be answering, I will just ask you, you should answer it. I will help you if you want. So, the question right from 5th we are just answering it. That is, I found myself liking him instinctively. Already I have given the answer as, say, in the beginning, as we said before, in the beginning he was not at all interested in the youth, in the couples, but now a sort of interest has been developed in A.J. Cronin towards this couple. What is that? That is their dedicated work to the maladjusted, the delinquent youth, the derelict adolescents, all those things. That thing struck A.J. Cronin. In the beginning he was not well known of this couple, so he just avoided them, but now when he understood, instinctively, that is from inside, sincere to know more about them, that is the thing. So, it is because of their dedicated work. And next thing, what did Cronin learn about the man after questioning him further? I just explained it before, just some moments before I explained it, that is 15 years they were in this field, and he is a solicitor, and he was both couples, husband and wife, were working in this field, and moreover he was the director of this charitable organization. A very risky work it is. Nobody will take this risk to take care of such a delinquent youth. So, they are taking care of, they are taking the risk, that is the thing. And next one, they are supporting, we said. Next is how they are directing them to the normal lives. These couples are just directing this youth to the normal life. How is that? Yes, I just said before, that is, first of all they are placing them in a healthy situation. Next, they are just being trained in some handicrafts and then sent back to the world. So, it helps them to lead a normal life, that is the thing. Then, it is what? They are being learned healthy situation first, healthy environment, then being trained in handicrafts. Thus, they become the worthy member of the community, that is the main thing. Actually, they were not worthy. but they have transformed to a worthy member. Then what did Cronin mean by the expression the veils departed? Veils parted. You know what is a veil? Veil is some disturbance placed in front of us. So that veil is parted, removed. How is it removed? So Cronin meant that the unworthy youth has been transformed to worthy members. So the unworthy is the veil placed in front of the youth. That veil has been removed from the youth, and they are just presented to the society as worthy members. So that veil has been removed. And as we said, he was awakened by midnight, that is early morning 1 o'clock. He heard some banging on the door, and he just suddenly awakened from sleep. So what is that? Who awakened him? That is, it was a sergeant of police, and we know what is the case too. Yes. So such things we have got is just a gist of the lesson, anecdote. So now I can give you some activities based on this. That is, you are familiar with many such activities. One is diary writing. You people are very much familiar with that. Right from your smaller classes, you are just getting familiar with that. Still, I will just give you some clear idea of this diary writing. So what all things you should take care of while writing a diary? What are the features? That is, it should have a striking beginning. So whoever reads it, the first line should be very striking, only then they will read afterwards, otherwise they will skip off. Oh, it is not interesting, they will skip off. So this first beginning sentence should be very striking, so only then they will continue reading. So the first sentence should be striking. Then whatever feelings we get, all those things we can express it in a diary, that is the main thing. Then everything should be written in first person narration, that is first person means I, mine, he, not he, I, everything I wrote, I did this, I read that, all things should be in first person narration, and somewhere some broken sentences. So that creates an interest in that, anxiety, not anxiety, that creates some interest in reading. Little small sentences we break it. So that one, and all such expressions are exclamatory interjections we can include in that. So if you are sad, oh what a pity condition. So all our expressions we can just express it in a diary. So that are the features to be remembered while writing a diary, and I have given a small example of it. So you can write, reading that you can write. So we always take care while writing a diary, these 5 points. So it will be easy for you to continue writing a beautiful diary. So I can give you some activity based on this. So imagine that Mr. John, so for the second time he is meeting the narrator. Long back he met and a long gap came there. So again a chance came and he is meeting the author. So after the second meeting, the author, many thoughts might have inspired him. Many feelings might have come inside him. So you think that you are John with that feeling. You think that you can imagine your friend after a long back you are meeting him. So imagine in such a way and write a diary, the feelings which came to you after meeting A.J. Cronin for the second time. Okay. So take care that you should remember all the 5 points. So it will be impressive, more impressive. Okay children, I think little more idea you have got about writing a diary. So many may be familiar with writing a diaries. So keep in mind these 5 points and write this assignment which will be checked in the other class. If you have more doubts, you can watch Goodness TV YouTube channel and clear your doubts there. you can comment in the comment box. Thank you.